Now that we finally had the movie edited, it was time to find out various ways to market this production. So being that the movie Proceed with Caution was centered around music and the fact that I was around Jack Thriller, helping him to produce his show, 16 or Better, I felt like it would be a smart move to kind of like get some promo drops from some of his guests that he had on set.
Kojo hit me up and he was telling me about the project that he had and he needed help marketing. And I'm pretty much a marketing guru on some Steve Stout type shit. So it was just really a no-brainer. I developed a lot of different relationships and resources and everything that made it easier to get the project in circulation when it was time to execute.
So as I'm doing these promos, one of the producers, Kenneth Butler, actually approaches me and says like, hey, I can actually help you get other artists.
My name is Kenneth Butler and I'm from Mount Vernon, New York. Basically, I started working with a company called Rough Riders. I started out first with the Locks. Then when they started going sour with Puff, DMX was up the next in line, so I just jumped on, went over there, started working with him. All of a sudden, DMX shit jumped off, and that's where I was at for like 20-something years, working with him. I met this young man named Kojo from a man, Jack Thriller. I was working with Jack Thriller. I was Jack Thriller road manager, still is to this day. And then Jack said, yo, I gotta go out here and shoot this movie. So when we pull up, Jack said, man, I really don't feel like doing it. I said, all right, nigga, let's go. We ain't got to stay here. Then when I met you, I said, nah, he's a cool dude, man. Go ahead and knock it out, man. We out of here.
He was like, I can get you next to DMX, the Locks, and Puff Daddy. I'm like, Puff Daddy? Come on, man, you don't know no Puff Daddy. And he was like, how much you want to bet? I'm like, listen, I got $500 on me right now. You don't know no Puff Daddy. And he actually takes up my bet. The following day, he comes and grabs me. Puff Daddy was having a Bad Boy reunion concert and actually takes me backstage to actually meet Puff Daddy.
Man, I really don't want to talk about that, man. Because it's a hassle getting stuff from Puff, man. And I grew up, we was in high school together. But, that's my man. I'm just telling my man, Kojo, how things go, man. Everybody don't really want to be doing stuff and have people put cameras in their face. But I was like, yo, Puff, man, this is my man. He trying to get his shit started up, man. Just give him that shout out and a promo for him, man, and help his thing. So, Puff did it, showed love, and that's how he got it.
Now, Puff Daddy had to be the most humble human being I've actually met during my experience of trying to get promos from anybody. I mean, the man was on stage. He had like 50 people trying to get his attention backstage. Now, the funny thing is, when Puffy was asking me 1,000,001 questions about Proceed with Caution, my phone battery was literally about to die. And, I was like, come on, Puff. You made $1 billion already, man. Let me just give you one shout out real quick. And so while in the midst of him still asking me these questions, he was actually not even ready yet. I actually just hit the record button and started recording. And as you can see, he just got onto it.
Hey, yo, check this out, y'all. I want to give a big shout out to Proceed with Caution, man. Fire. Check it out. Peace.
Now, after Puff gave me a drop, that actually literally, put some battery in my back to actually go harder and get some more promos for the short film Proceed with Caution. And one of the most interesting ones was actually me and DJ Khaled. Now, Khaled was up in Harlem, on 125th Street, promoting his album, Major Key. And it just so happened that I happened to be down there at the time. It was a crazy sight. I mean, the whole hood came out to see Khaled. And he was actually like, standing on top of like raves, putting like bents in races. Like it was crazy. When I finally got a chance to meet Khaled, it was at the whole entire meet and greet for his fans. And you were only allowed to take pictures. But I don't know what kind of check or what kind of mood DJ Khaled was in, but he was super amped that when I actually asked him to do a promo for Proceed with Caution, he did not let me finish my sentence. He was like, let's do it. So I just stood back and was able to capture him.
Salute to Proceed with Caution. Look out for that new film. Fan love, salute.
My mama told me. It was a very funny situation because I actually had to explain to Khaled, like, I'm kind of like getting a drop for, my first independent short film, which actually features Jack Thriller. Now, at that time, you know, Khaled and 50 had a situation, so I didn't know how he was gonna feel about that. And Jack Thriller had already been trying to get different promos from Khaled in a funny way.
Hey Khaled, can you say This50.com is the best? No, we ain't the best. Are we the best, Khaled?
So, you know, me actually approaching him and him not actually caring about that situation was a huge blessing, and Khaled killed that promo. So after Khaled was able to do the drop, it was actually perfect because we had Cash Flow from Harlem over there and also Vado, who were both able to contribute to help elevate the project. So now the next person I thought about getting a promo from was Charlamagne the God. Now this was going to be a tricky one because Charlamagne hadn't done a promo for anybody since his last incident. Now I don't know if y'all recall, but Charlamagne had a little situation where a few people had ran down on him in front of the radio station asking for a drop. And ever since then, he never did a drop for anybody. Now at this time, Charlamagne was doing a TV show with MTV called Uncommon Sense. And the only way I could get next to him was actually going in as an audience member. But the tricky situation was they would not allow anybody to come in with their cell phones. I just happened to actually know a few of the security guards over at the MTV show, so I was fortunate enough to actually hand in one of my cell phones and to keep my other phone, just in case I got the chance to meet Charlamagne. So during the intermission, I got the chance to actually meet Charlamagne, you know, on my way to the bathroom, and I actually got a chance to speak to him about the short film Proceed with Caution, and he was willing to do the drop. And but he wanted to do the drop after the show, which was fine with me. And so after the show, I got a chance to, you know, approach him again. You know, everybody was, you know, trying to hug up on him and ask him like 99 questions and all that. And you know, he was very humble enough to actually bless me with a drop.
Charlamagne the God here. Make sure y'all check out Proceed with Caution, starring my man Jack Thriller. Jack Thriller, salute. Keep doing your thing. You're one of the greatest one-eye comedians ever, or the only one-eye comedian I know. But keep doing your thing, brother. Peace.
I was so excited because literally nobody had actually gotten a drop from Charlamagne since his last incident.
My G, can I get a drop?
What's up with y'all these drops, man?
I need a drop, son. I need a drop, baby. What's up? Come on. Let's get a drop.